be on Julesdale, of course, it's going to be the Abza versus the Arcane, as it has been every time before.
This is such a phenomenal stage for both players as well. I feel like from my memory, this has typically favored Xaro. At least we've seen some of like his back air connections. Oh, but all the way immediately across the stage, knowing where he was going to be for that. Penguin looking like he is all business for this finals.
Like, that moment is such a showcase of, like, why people say Penguin has the best movement in Rivals, right? Is the fact that that puddle was as far away as it could have been, and he still covered it just by running to it.
Yep.
Like,
he was there.
Yeah. Good wait. Using his double jump just to wait out that bubble bath.
I like that kind of dip off stage too. Knows that he will eventually find his way back to center, but does not have to take the direct route.
I also appreciate Xaro stalling with a little bit of a puddle drop, but messing up his recovery there. Kind of unfortunate, but he has a chance to get the kill, and he does.
Yeah, hydroplane into the up strong. Even at just a touch below 90, that's going to be a stock.
All that off the cloud parry, which is just a very important thing to establish early in a set against Penguin, which is just like, you don't get to cloud for free against me.
Ooh, good DIOA. Only gets the weak hit of that afterwards.
Ooh. Gets onto the platform, doesn't get too much further than that.
Gotta be careful with your positioning. We've seen so many times just being above Penguin is just a death sentence.
Almost poked with the backer, but the fact that like Xaro is ready to weave around these projectiles while waiting for his moment is really impressive.
Instant cloud into the cloud pop there to get that set up.
Oh!
Okay.
I thought the platform was gonna catch him. Penguin right at the center line. Yeah,
he just knew.
The cloud was out of sight, right? Out of sight just long enough to be out of mind.
Now 0-0 on the last stock of Game 1 of Winners Finals. I feel like this is probably the most fitting way to do it. I mean, we're basically down even game throughout this entire thing so far.
Here we go, though. The rinse and repeat. Waiting
nice
out.
From Penguin. Xaro ready for it, but stuck off stage with no puddle right now.
Still ready to recover anyway. And he doesn't even care about setting up a puddle, right? He doesn't want to lose any amount of awareness so he can keep the pressure going on Penguin. Gets the charge on the up strong.
Wow.
That was like 65 before the hit. That was
early. Very early.
Wow.
We just SPS jumping in just to say not okay.
Okay, so I just want to point out that we spent a little bit like roasting Absa as a character, and all three of us still were like, wow, though, did Absa deserve to die that early?
Yes.
Right? Like we all stopped for a moment to ask ourselves.
Oh, no. I never thought whether or not she deserved to die. It just seemed a touch early.
It was just more justice than you expected. Is that what you're saying, Broza?
Yeah. It wasn't performative at all. It was complete and utter reform right away, as it should be.
It wasn't a virtue signal. It was actual.
As it should be. As it should be.
All right.
Let's go on to game 2.
We got ourselves treetop. Tiny packed area for a lot of close combat shenanigans. Xaro, especially off of his parries too, is just where he found 2 of those kills in that previous game, and I think that's kind of what Penguin needs to be very cautious of, is when he tries to pressure with these. Because right there, right, we had a parry attempt by Xaro. He almost got another punish from that situation.
Well, I mean, in going throughout this entire tournament, the only time someone's had success against Penguin before Xaro was ZB in those brief moments when he was getting those parries. If you are not able to really get a grip on where Penguin is trying to put these hitboxes, you're not going to beat him, flat out.
It was, I think like Heatwave 3 and then DreamHack Atlanta, we saw like Windows show that very same fact to everybody, right? Like, took 2 sets back to back, just really taking advantage of not so much an Absa thing, but like a Penguin thing. That like this is part of the Penguin matchup. You need to be ready to deal with this, otherwise he's gonna run away with all of his recoveries. We have again Xaro with a stock lead, and he's still putting a lot of pressure on those platforms.
You saw how early those stocks in the last game were. 56 is pretty close to kill percent.
This is, yeah, I actually kind of fear for Absa's life, not gonna lie. Wow, the intimidation does the job.
Yep, sometimes it's all it takes, man. A strong look from across the room, but the Thunderline is going to close out stock 1, but a full stock lead for Xaro now.
The tech chase coverage, very scary. Wow, just the burst down strong. Okay. At this point, yeah, Penguin, like, after like, the tech chase didn't work out, Penguin's like, you know what, I'm not gonna look for another one, just get me back to center stage. Like,
yep.
these edge guards, this corner pressure by Xaro today is just too much. Oh, boy. He keeps going!
Ooh.
Alright, that was sick. That was just sick. But here we see another thing, right, that Xaro's, like, really caught onto when he fights Penguin, is, like, being aware that Penguin wants to end his quick attacks, like, by sliding off the platform. So he's, like, jumping and naring or having bubbles out on the platform edges whenever Penguin's in that quick attack position.
Right. Now
oh my!
50.
Gets the Thunderline. That was...
All right. He's been at 100 for a while, G-Pick, untouched.
But it takes just one, right? All it takes is one at this point. Penguin needs to play just incredibly on point if he's gonna, like, win this game.
A stray hit or even a simple mistake.
How strong?
And then sometimes just frame 7, baby. Sometimes you just gotta hit frame 7.
It's just, like, if you do the math, like, it's totally worth it to just throw out down strong 2 or 3 times in scrambles and that kind of last stock is like, he's probably not gonna kill you immediately. And you just need to be right once.
For clarity's sake, I would like to point out that Clear and Jab is frame 5.
Yeah, but
compared to a kill move that is frame 7, but you know, we'll continue on with Grands or Winners.
You have a sword.
Frame 5.
You have a sword. Broza, you realize what you're complaining about? It's like you're a person with a gun who's like, right. I have to reload my gun, this sucks. But nobody else has a gun. So, like, right. You don't get to complain about having to reload. Like,
SBS as the unbiased mitigator here, do you think there should be some faster options? I mean, frame 5 jab.
He's on my side.
It's fine. We're taking the long way around to get to game 3 here of Winners Finals. Let's go ahead and get into that with Air Armada as our next locale. Okay,
this is Penguin's next counter pick. This is a scary place in terms of ceiling, also in terms of side blast zones as well. So I'm guessing he just wants to take stock super early, as a big part of his idea. So we'll see how well that goes. I think those upper platforms as well, having them on both sides, will probably make getting caught in the air a little bit harder, because Xaro is just keeping him juggled over and over again in their previous game. Penguin covering the tech options with the Thunderline, I love that.
It's kind of been one of the things that Xaro's been able to do that a lot of other players haven't, is to really harass Penguin on the offstage situations. Absa easily, if not the best recovery in the game, at least top 3. And so the fact that he's been able to get that constant pressure on him like that has been so good. However, Penguin off to a very good start in this counterpick game.
Just going back to center stage, Xaro picking up the jump hit, just looking to, like, for these up airs. And the thing that's crazy is, like, Xaro's actually had a lot of consistencies with those, like, wild jump off platform up airs and catching Penguins, like, way back to the stage. He's looking for it again. Oh my gosh.
You know, I even knew that Penguin was at 30%, but I still held my breath.
I did too! Like, no way. That got a kill spark.
Oh, I thought we were going to see Bubbles kill.
Yeah. Taking his time, stalling out, and Penguin just waits for all of the stalling options to be used before picking up with the up tilt. Doesn't find it, though.
I mean, just phenomenal cloud placement there, knowing he didn't have to overextend. Great DI to avoid the death there. Still the great DI.
I love that because, like, Xaro set off the bubbles, but it wasn't even looking like he was expecting them to hit. He used it so that Penguin would be forced to stall with double jump, so then Xaro could find the back air easier, right? Like, the kind of layers that we're seeing in terms of their play. That to down tilt's going to do it, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Spirit fingers.
It's just Mewtwo down smash on a tilt, you know? No problem. Ooh,
like just the uppie there from Xaro. I don't think Penguin was expecting that. And ended up getting caught up in a string right now because of it.
Oh my gosh. Penguin We have to remember that this.
Oh! Phenomenal movement there from Penguin, but it's not going to be enough. 3-0 Xaro.
Oh, Xaro just looked so in control for so much of that set. That last game, Penguin brought it back to being like a real close, even heat. But like Xaro is still ready to go with so much in mind, so much like already to the table in terms of covering what Penguin wanted to do off stage, and that got him so much further. Right,
and
like,
with the green Arcane, he's got money on his mind. Xaro 3-0ing his way into